pimples?
Yeah.
It's like the minimap has pimples over here.
Correct.
So many hit lists being used.
I mean, probably applied with some lotion, but let's see if that...
Even that won't help, bro. You need surgery at this point. You need plastic surgery to cover up that red.
Oh, wow. I mean, we'll figure that about that. But let's see how RNX reacts to this situation right now. With Autobots, they have gone in with a substitute, so definitely immediate changes coming in inside this game because they had planned something, it didn't work out. So, this looks like a much more planned and controlled aggression being shown by them. They're holding the spot. While they're holding, they need to understand that they're being watched by teams like NXT and RNX. They're right around the corners, and Circle makes a shift. As you mentioned, Griff, sometimes Bermuda can be a little harsh, and it has been harsh for a team like Autobots. Now they have to fight with RNX. They have no other choice than running away.
Yeah, but eventually these teams will start running out of place to run away to. RNX, 2 eliminations so far. A rather slow start for them considering they had 16 by the 10th minute last game. So yeah, this is definitely not as hot as last time. But then they haven't had the opportunities to get inside. As the circle closes in towards Peak and the area between Peak and Factory, these hills will become littered with teams. RNX don't have much cover. They're just using these rock facades as their temporary home. But then again, you've got some teams who are nice and comfy inside that house you see over there with NXT and EMZ both sharing the same compound, or rather neighboring houses. You've got NXT on the double balcony house, EMZ on the L-shaped house. And now the battle between the neighbors will begin. Who's gonna knock on whose doors first? That's the bigger question over here.
Ash, probably he might answer with the Parapherral. He knows the positionings EMZ are right now in, and they are literally on the edges. And if they start fighting, probably Team Hin might seem interested, but we'll see that if they come in towards the vicinity or not. Smack is also holding. Both the teams are holding, just buying time for each other. I think they are wanting to see that whoever makes the first mistake, I think will latch on to that. But for the time being, it's Team Legacy again. Autobots are being clustered right now. We already saw that RNX are keeping them, but Team Legacy are wanting to push onto them. And I don't know why I feel that Autobots are looking a little scared right now of any team because they haven't taken any fights heads up. And they are going in with the confidence. Let's see if they are able to do it or pull it off. But look at Anbu Jr. He gets one, but Alim has been taken out. He has to fight with one more inside that time corner. He gets onto him as well with that M590. He is making his team survive. I think he is only the one who is able to find those elimination points right now, Grips.
And the only person responsible for success, if he goes down, then the team will crumble right behind him. Rethi also cannot survive for any longer because Anshu Jr.'s freeze bomb will get the better of him. Alim bleeding away inside that zone, has to get inside very, very fast. And he can't. He was knocked down by Sadaq's skill. Can Sadaq himself survive this one? I mean, this might just be a zero-sum game. At least Team Legacy managed to eliminate Autobots before they bite the dust, but they have a long way to go inside the zone, and it's being gate-kept, so they will be in trouble. On the other hand, you've got Scully Sports targeting Soul and BotGod. Somehow, Ronak from Team X is hiding over there, just biding his time, hoping that nobody sees him. BotGod and Ronak are two peas in the same pod from different teams. They were both hoping that they go unseen over here, but Scully Sports, will they actually check him? No, they don't. Scully Sports has a bigger problem to deal with now because GG Instinct are rushing them down, and somehow Ronak is very, very happy about this one. Drew and Prime are all that stand between them and certain death, but Ronak finally goes down. GG Instinct at least eliminate him, so no more stragglers, no more rats in the corner. 4v2 for Prime and Drew. That nade is insane, but Prime with the Drogon is keeping the hope alive only for that much longer. GG Instinct win the fight. They eliminate Scully Sports, and now they control the entire northern sector of the circle.
I just want to say one thing, Chris. You don't teach the third-party artists how to do a third-party. Scully Sports tried their luck. But, it's CG Instinct who has always succeeded in a third-party situation. They knew how to handle that against Team, while they were fighting against Team X. But now, actions have shifted. It's EMZ Rupesh fighting for his life against Team Hind. No, Aditya, he is there towards the backlines. He gets taken out, but FireEye Gaming, they might be very happy with this situation because it's outside the circle. And also, they have the luxury of third party, which they are doing. But look at Shoto, he finds two. And Team Hind have eliminated EMZ, but the question is, will they survive or not?
My God, though, even though Team Hind managed to get a lot of eliminations to their name, you've got GG Instinct who are setting the lobby ablaze. They just eliminated RNX, and now FireEye Gaming are rushing upon Team Hind. Sahil with that grenade launcher takes down two, but unfortunately it's not enough. Prince and Jax will be brought back online, so FireEye Gaming need to reset quickly. If they don't, then GG Instinct will still be able to shoot at them. And it's not just GG Instant that they need to worry about. Even RNX have such a lovely 3-1 split, and they're targeting all their attention towards FireEye Gaming. Oh, Kid gets discovered. You got Patlu trying to take him down. Wait a second. Patlu is fighting against Team RNX as well. So they eliminate Team Legacy, but they don't stop there. They take the fight right to RNX. They circle all the way around the right hand side of the zone, and now with GG Instinct pinned against the zone edge, have to fight their way to the center. Shoko gets the first knock onto Tiger, but even FireEye Gaming are taking shots at RNX now, so RNX are low-key sandwich. This is good for GG Instinct. They just managed to get the res onto Tiger, and because they've got the luxury of sandwiching RNX now, FireEye Gaming and GG Instinct will basically work together in tandem to eliminate RNX from this lobby. Hassan and Adib are being subjected to some inhumane amounts of grenade bombardment, raining upon them literally from the skies. It's death and destruction. Even the Boltmaker has been deployed over here. But look at Iconic, large and in charge with that monster truck, attracts way too much attention towards himself, and Patlu will put him out of his misery. Team X finally succumb under the pressure, and now it's down to RNX, one player, Adib. He's somehow hoping that he will be spared, but it's FireEye Gaming and GG Instinct that really have control over the game. Grenades flying over the skies. It's death and destruction raining from above. You got FG trying to reposition. They already sent one of their players using a mini launchpad to the other end of the circle so that they can go for a 3-1 split. Hopefully that flank will work, but the flank has been taken care of. Swaroop destroys Stroll, and no more flanks available. They also destroy Adib, so it's no longer RNX in the lobby. Bunny, Prince, and Jack, it's all up to them. They try to pierce the defenses. They try to use the Oscar dash, and they get the knock onto Tiger. Lovely spray by Prince, but Swaroop and Power try to get the high ground on top of that rock facade. Bunny takes care of them. That shotgun keeps them in check. Power has to display his power. He has to assert his authority, but he can't. Jack with the shotgun will be able to spray him down again. The Max 7 lands the final nail in the coffin, and the booyah is theirs.
I mean, I was not joking when I said that I see a different FireEye Gaming, Chris, and see how they have replied with the booyah and huge amount of elimination backed up in their kitty right now. The way they handle the pressure, the way they handle these teams, I mean, they were solo survivors from teams that Team X and also RNX was there to be for the taking, and also with GG Instinct creating so much pressure, the way they handle that showcase talent, even though they are the underdog, they do not have this kind of lobby experience probably, but who cares? They are playing the best Free Fire match gameplay they have prepared for, and they are showcasing the talent, the way they wanted to control the lobby.
Yeah, FireEye Gaming, man. They literally have fire, not just in their eyes, but even in their belly. Their hunger consumes everything. It destroys everything. Credit to GG Instinct, though, because even they managed to do a lot of damage. But in that final battle, it's Prince and his Thompson, which gets so much done. Look at that headshot onto Tiger. And then Bunny jumping and eliminating Swaroop. That is great control over his work. Even